Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Jaya Radha, Nila Madhu Shri Radhe, Jaya Jaya Radha, Nila Madhu Shri Radhe, Jaya Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Baladeva, Jaya Subhadramaya, Jaya Sudarshan Chakra, Jaya Jagannatha, Jaya Deva, Jaya Subhadramaya, Jaya Sudarshan Chakra, Jaya Sitaram, Jaya Sitaram, Jaya Sitaram, Jaya Lakshman Hanuman, Jaya Sitaram, Jaya Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Jata Gaura. Nita Gaura Hari Bol, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। जय हो विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद भक्ति सिद्धांत गोस्वामी महाराज शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। इस्कॉन फाउंडर आचार्य शिला प्रभुपाद की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपो गोपीनाथ श्यामकुंड राधाकुंड गिरी गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय। मथुरा धाम की जय। नवदीप मायापुर धाम की जय। श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। अयोध्या धाम की जय। राधानील माधव भगवान की जय। गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय। तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की जय। कलियुग पावन हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय। ऑल ग्लोरीज टू द assembled deities, all glories to the assembled deities, all glories to the assembled deities, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada की जय।
Namaste Narasimhaya Pralada Lada Dahine Hiranyakashipurvachaha Silantan Kanakalaye Ito Narsimho Parato Narsimho Yato Yato Yami Tato Narsimho Bahir Narsimho Hirdaye Narsimho Narasimha Madim Saranam Prapate Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Abhuta Simha Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Brinda Keshavatirtha Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Keshavatirtha Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jayo Narsimha Dev Jayo Narsimha Maharaj Jayo, Prahlad Maharaj Jayo, Prahlad Maharaj Jayo, Prahlad Maharaj. Jayo Gurudeva, Jayo Gurudeva, Jayo Gurudeva, Jayo Gurudeva. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki. जय अनिलो प्रेमादना करुणा प्रचोदना प्रचोद हे ना प्रभू कोता गेला चर्यता कूर हे ना प्रभू कोता गेला चर्यता कूर जय अनिलो प्रेमादना करुणा प्रचोद हे ना प्रभू कोता गेला चर्यता कूर प्रेम प्रभू कोता गेला चर्यता कूर कहा मोरा स्वरूपना कहा सनातन कहा दासारगु नता पतिता पावन
कहा दास रघुनाथ पतित पावन
कहा मोरा स्वरूप कहा सनातन कहा दासारगु नता पतिता पावन
कहा मोर स्वरूप रूप कहा सनातन कहा
दासारगु
नाथा पतित पावन
जय अनिलो प्रेमादना करुणा प्रचोद हे ना प्रभू कोता गेला चर्यता कूर
जे अनिलो प्रेम धन करुणा प्रचोद
हे ना प्रभू कोता गेला चर्यता कूर कहा मोरा पाटा जुगा कहा कविराज
कहा मोर भट्ट जुग कहा कविराज
एका काले कोता गेला कोरा नाटराज
एक काले कोथा गेला गौर नटराज
कहा मोरा बाटा जुगा कहा कविराज
कहा मोर भट्ट जुगा कहा कविराज
एका काले कोता गेला कोरा नाटराज
एक काले कोथा गेला
जय अनिलो प्रेमादना करुणा प्रचोर
जय अनिलो प्रेम धन करुणा
प्रचोर हे ना प्रभु कोता गेला आचर्यताको
हे नो प्रभु कोथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर
पशाने कुतिबो माता आनाले पसिबो
पाशाने कुटिबो माथा आनले पाशिबो
गौरंगा गुनेरा निधि कोता गेला पाबो
गौरांग गुणेर निधी कोथा गेले पावो
पाशाने कुतिबो माता आनाले पसिबो
पाशाने कुटिबो माथा आनले पाशिबो
गौरंगा गुनेरा निधि कोता गेला पाबो
गौरांग गुणेर निधी कोथा गेले पावो
जय अनिलो प्रेमादना करुणा प्रचोर
जय अनिलो
हे नो प्रभु कोता गेला आचर्यताको
हे नो प्रभु कोथा गेला आचार्य ठाकुर
से सब संगीरा संगे जे कोइलो बिलास
से सब संगीरा संगे जे कोइलो बिलास
से संगा न पाया कंदे नरोत्तमदास
से संग न पाइया कांदे नरोत्तम दास
से सब संगीरा संगे जे कोइलो बिलास से सब
हीरा संगे जे कोइलो बिलास
से संग न पाया कंदे नरोत्तमदास
से संग न पाइया कांदे नरोत्तम दास
जय अनिलो प्रेमा Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo Hare Ramo 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Yeah. Really? Oh, okay. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Dhimarantasya Jnanam Jina Shalakaya Chakshur and Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadama Hyam Dadati Swabadandegam Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yutaparakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrijatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalata Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrinda Vaneshwari Vrishabhanustate Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vanchakalpatarubhishta Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Madgavira Gopala Swikuryat Kripaya Yadi Tadaiva Sampaya Pitva Hrishya Yustat Priyajanaha. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur prays at the end of his 10th canto commentary, My dear Lord Gopal, only if you accept my words as your cows will they give sweet milk and give pleasure to your pure devotees. So I am praying in the like manner that on this most auspicious occasion, happens to be Guru Purnima, that we have come tonight to glorify the extraordinary life and pure devotion of one of Srila Prabhupada's dearest disciples, the late Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. He was born in Bengal in a well-to-do family, and he studied in Germany, came across Krishna consciousness. Only when he came back to India, he met Srila Prabhupada, and he immediately was taken into Srila Prabhupada's inner circle. Prabhupada made him one of his confidential associates, and although he was very junior, Western devotees, no doubt they had great faith, but they were not so acquainted with the culture. And if there's anything that Bhakti Charu Swami represented, it was very fine culture, very highly refined Vaishnava he was. And just by his association, people could understand why Srila Prabhupada said that the symptom of a Krishna-conscious person or a pure devotee is that he will be a perfect gentleman. This defines Bhakti Charu Swami to the T. And it's also said that if we have to judge a Vaishnava, we don't have to judge Vaishnavas, but we can judge a tree by the fruit. And if we are going to judge Bhakti Charu Swami, at least it's been my experience that his disciples are all not much less qualified than him. They tend to be very, just perfectly gentlemen and ladies and very sober. Of course, Bhakti Charu Swami was also one of Prabhupada's most faithful disciples. He was very, very adamant about the unity of ISKCON and maintaining the unity of ISKCON. He was very much dedicated to bringing back into ISKCON anyone who had, for whatever reason, left ISKCON, among his godbrothers especially. And I remember that when there were some European temples in danger of being lost to the effects of the time factor, he was very careful about saving those temples, restoring them, and keeping them within ISKCON. Many accomplishments he had also. He produced his famous, now world-famous Abhaicharan series about Srila Prabhupada's life, television series. I remember I had some slight acquaintance with him in the 1980s when Tamal Krishna Goswami had first written a Sanskrit drama called Jagannath Priyanatagam. It was a Sanskrit drama, but it was actually written in English for a Western audience, but according to the models of Sanskrit drama, which he knew very well. And Bhakti Charu Swami was instrumental in staging that performance for the first time. Maybe it was in Kolkata, maybe it was in Mayapur, I don't remember. That would have been around 1984 or something like that. So he was an excellent singer, musician. He was well acquainted with Indian classical music also, like myself. And so I had some easy way to relate with him in that way. He was always very nice with me. I know. I mean, he was nice to everyone. So he was also nice to me. But he was very, I remember that he was always very kind to me. He invited me, the last time I saw him, I think was in Chicago, just a few years before the pandemic. And just without my even thinking of it, he actually asked me to come and take lunch with him. So I had a very pleasant Vaishnava bhojan with him, Mahaprasadam of Sri Sri Kishore Kishori. I didn't have a great deal of his association, but I always admired him, like almost everyone who knew him admired him, but from a distance. I didn't really have that much close association, so there's not much that I can really say about him from firsthand experience, but I always appreciated his wonderful Vaishnava qualities. It's described in Srimad Bhagavatam, Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavati akinchana sarvaya gunaistatra samasate suraha harawa bhaktasya kato mahadgunaha manorasena sati dhavato behi. That all of the good qualities of the demigods, and in fact the demigods themselves, they come and reside in the heart of a devotee who has accepted the path of unmotivated, uninterrupted, pure devotional service. And he certainly, that was his example, that he had so many wonderful qualities, very, very gentle, very, very gentle, very soft-spoken, very intelligent, very loyal to Srila Prabhupada, very faithful as a disciple. He was, as I said in the beginning, he immediately took to Srila Prabhupada's inner circle at Srila Prabhupada's behest, and he became very much endeared to Srila Prabhupada. So, among the qualities that the devotees, pure devotees, display are all of those that are seen in the demigods, even more than those that are seen in the demigods. We know from 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam also, Sarvadeva Mayo Guruhu, it's described that the spiritual master is the embodiment of all the demigods. And the reason is that demigods, normally they have to administer our karma. Those who are undergoing, say, Sare Sati or Shani Mahadasha, you know, you feel it. You have to suffer the effects of the demigods who are administering your karma. Nothing more than what you deserve, but they let us have it. And the good karma is coming, and the bad karma is coming, both. And the demigods, they're actually obliged to do this, so they don't really have much choice. It's their job, so to speak. And so being on the clock in terms of mid-level cosmic management, they just do this. They administer the karmas of the conditioned souls. They make sure everything is going on nicely. But as soon as one's karma runs out, the demigods cease to be present in one's life. As soon as their presence is not required, they're gone. Because why should they stay with us longer than they need to do? It's natural in this world. We don't waste time with people that we have no concern about. But when the demigods find a person who has adopted pure devotional service, this is what the Acharyas commenting on that verse explain, then they take notice. They're impressed by that. And they think, here's a good one. Here's someone who's actually understood the position of the conditioned living entity, and he's using his human form of life to take advantage of what the human form of life is meant for. And in fact, they appreciate very much when a person adopts pure devotional service. And so they consider to themselves that actually, I don't have this qualification myself. Demigods are sometimes called sakama bhaktas. There are two kinds of bhaktas. Nishkama bhaktas means they have no separate desire from the Lord's desire. Those are the absolutely pure devotees. Sakama bhaktas means they're doing Krishna's work also, but they have some desires for themselves. Most of us would fall into the category of sakama bhaktas, and if we're very careful and don't commit offenses or sinful activities, then we can also become demigods. Generally, that's what happens if we're not so eager to go back to Godhead after a life of Krishna consciousness. But when the demigods see that someone has actually taken full advantage of human form of life, has heard actually from a spiritual master and taken to heart the instructions of that spiritual master, like Bhakti Charu Swami did, then they take notice and they think, this is a person whose association I can benefit from because I don't have the faith that this person has or the attachment to the Supreme Personality of Godhead or the level of devotion that this person has. So I think we can assume that Bhakti Charu Swami, because he had such wonderful Vaishnava qualities, he was blessed by the demigods. The word is used, samasate suraha, which means that all the demigods, they come and they sit in the heart. Srila Bhakti Charu Swami ki jai. The demigods come and they sit within the heart of the person, the devotee, who has developed this ahaituki bhakti. Ahaituki bhakti means bhakti that has no agenda. Bhagavatam describes pure devotion. Ahaituki and apratihata. These are two conditions that must be met. There's no agenda, there's no ulterior motive, there's no personal interest involved, and therefore one's devotion is unobstructed, uninterrupted, permanent devotion. So when they see that kind of devotee, they come and they sit in the heart, but they decide to stay in the heart. So the qualities of a devotee are actually permanent and real. We know from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna defines what is the nature of reality as opposed to illusion or falsity. Anybody know what that is? What's the difference between what's real and what's false in this world? Sat and asat. Na sato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sata. So, real qualities cannot be taken away from you, and real qualities sit within the heart of the devotees along with the demigods who control them. This is the understanding of that verse. So Bhakti Charu Swami had such wonderful qualities. As I said, he's a very expert singer, good musician. He was very learned also. He was very dedicated to serving Srila Prabhupada in whatever way he had to. And Srila Prabhupada personally trained him up because he saw in him a fit candidate, Kripapatra. So he spent his life very wisely as a pure devotee of the Lord, and his life is instructive for all of us. And we should bow down to his lotus feet on this day, those who are disciples every day, 3 times a day, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, should be offering obeisances at the lotus feet of the spiritual master or such a Vaishnava. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. That means that such devotees, they're like desire trees. I live in Vrindavan, so I know every tree in Vrindavan is a desire tree. If you're serious and pray in all humility at the roots of these trees, why do I say roots of the trees? Because they don't have feet. Trees are called padapa in Sanskrit. It means they drink through their feet. In other words, the roots are their feet. So we pray at the roots of these trees for whatever spiritual desire we have to fulfill. If you're a fool, you can also pray for some material desire, but that's really quite foolish. The trees, the dust, the cows, these entities in Vrindavan, according to Brahma Samhita, they fulfill all desires. They're all of the nature of Chintamani. The dust is Chintamani, that is. The houses made out of that dust are also Chintamani. Chintamani Prakara Sadma. And outside of those houses, there are lakhs and lakhs of these desire trees growing. Kalpavriksha means desire tree. And the cows wandering about in such forests are called Surabhi. And Krishna is the one who is serving those cows. Similarly, Krishna serves even his pure devotee. That's how dear they are to him. So, this is the nature of a Vaishnava, Vanchakalpatarubhya, Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha, and they're oceans of mercy. Very, very kind person was Bhakti Charu Swami. Very, very merciful. Not only to his disciples, to anyone and everyone. Very, very kind, as I said. Soft-hearted, soft-spoken, very gentle Vaishnava, but highly qualified. And Patitanam Pavanebhyo. In this way, they're the purifiers, even of those who are fallen. I can't speak from my personal experience, so many specific examples of how Bhakti Charu Swami fulfilled these qualifications, but I have heard them, and I've heard that sometimes he was in the company even of very ruffians and India gundas, mafia type people, and they were also very impressed with his saintly character, and it's like dhira dhira jana priyao. We've heard about the 6 Goswamis. So he had these qualifications also. So yeah, that's really, I don't have so much more that I can say about him other than these things. I, like all of us, I mean, very, very proud of a life well spent in the service of Srila Prabhupada, exemplary life well spent in Srila Prabhupada's service, a life perfected in the service of Srila Prabhupada. Here's one last thing I would like to add to this. He passed away during the first year of the COVID epidemic. And he was in DeLand, Florida. Why was he in DeLand, Florida, of all places, so far from Mayapur or Vrindavan? Because he wanted to fulfill one of Srila Prabhupada's final wishes, one that Srila Prabhupada even called the remaining 50% of his mission, which was Varnashram Dharma. He wanted to establish, to show us how we can live from the land and take care of the cows and cultivate our own dharmas as well, and in this way become peaceful, not have to practice Krishna consciousness and go back home, back to Godhead, even in one life, Srila Prabhupada said. Now, Srila Prabhupada himself in 1977 had intended to come to America, and he told us that he wanted to, in his words, sit down at Gita Nagari and teach us by personal example how to do this. And I'm certain that because he was in Prabhupada's personal entourage at that time, that must have made a big impression on Bhakti Charu Swami. And so he took this also very seriously in his later years, because he could see it was one of the neglected instructions of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, yet a very important one. So for that, we have all respect for him as well. He deserves respect for that as well. As I said, this is just one example of what a faithful, obedient, duty-bound disciple he was, and what was the condition of his humility and his faith in his spiritual master. The very last word that we hear from Mundaka Upanishad is a very famous one, famous verse. Yasya deve parabhaktir yatha deve tatha gurao tasya itika tatha hirtaha prakashante manhatmanaha. That is literally the very last word. It is the conclusion of that Upanishad. And it means that for those who keep equal faith in the words of Krishna and their spiritual master, for those persons, they understand everything about Vedic literature. And we have had such persons in ISKCON. Even among Prabhupada's disciples, we have had such glorious individuals. I would say that Bhakti Charu Swami easily counts as one of them, and we were fortunate to have his company for a few short years. Of course, we have been lamenting ever since he left. We no longer have the benefit of his personal instructions, but especially for those who are his disciples here, if there are any, I don't even know, but we have to continually recall the instructions that we may have received from him, the training that he gave us, and certainly his example for the world, because it's the proper example to follow. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Go Premanandi.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namini. All glories to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. All glories to assembled devotees. Today we have gathered to observe the Tirobhav Tithi, the disappearance day of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. Before I say anything else, I want to say something personal. Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj was a very good friend of mine, not a colleague, not simply a godbrother in an institution, a friend, someone whose company I enjoyed, whose association I look forward to, whose voice is still clear. His voice is still, I'm still hearing his voice. He was also a very exalted devotee, and I say that as someone who watched him closely over many years, He served Srila Prabhupada with tremendous sincerity, with a completeness of heart and that few of us manage. And he is now with Srila Prabhupada in the spiritual world. Both of those things are true at once. That is why today is a day of separation and also a day of celebration. We feel his absence, and we also understand where he has gone, and with him. So let me speak about him now. Maharaj left this world on the 4th of July, 2020, at approximately 8:30 in the morning, at the age of 74. Consider the day Krishna chose. It was Shri Guru Purnima, the day of the year dedicated entirely to the spiritual master. It was the first day of the second month of Shravana and the first day of Chaturmasya. And it was the disappearance day of Srila Sanatana Goswami. Now, I do not think any of us here believes in coincidence. A life is summarized by its final day, and the summary Krishna gave to this life was Guru Purnima, the day of the Guru, because if you were to take everything about Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, his learning, his energy, his projects, his temples, his books, his television series, his kitchens feeding millions of children, and press it all down to a single essence, what remains is this: he loved Srila Prabhupada. Everything else came out of that. Nothing else explains him. Devotees who were with him soon after his departure have described that when they saw prayers were chanted for him, the Brahma Samhita, the Gajendra Moksha Slokas, the Bhagavad Gita was resting on his chest, and in his right ear, Srila Prabhupada's Kirtana was playing. They described his body as youthful and effulgent. Bhagavad Gita is the chest. Prabhupada's voice is the ear. That is not merely how he died, that is how he lived. He simply continued doing at the final moment what he had been doing for 43 years. Let me tell you how he came to Srila Prabhupada, because there is an important lesson in it. He was born in September 1945 in Bengal into the aristocratic family. He spent his early childhood in Calcutta. He was an intelligent, educated, worldly young man. In 1970, he left India for Germany to study chemistry. While he was there in the middle of his scientific studies, he began reading the Vedic scriptures, and then he came across a book, The Nectar of Devotion by Srila Prabhupada. That book brought him to ISKCON. He met Srila Prabhupada in person in January of 1977 at the Mahakumbha Mela in Prayaga. Now, I want you to pay attention to what happened next, because the speed of it is extraordinary. Srila Prabhupada gave him an instruction almost immediately: translate all my books into Bengali. And Prabhupada made him his secretary for Indian affairs, handling the Bengali and Hindi correspondence. This is January. In March of 1977, at Gaur Purnima in Sridham Mayapura, Srila Prabhupada gave him first and second initiation. Shortly after that, at the Snana Yatra festival in Vrindavana, Srila Prabhupada awarded him sannyasa. And then he personally served Srila Prabhupada throughout Prabhupada's final days. All of that, the meeting, the instruction, the service, initiation, Brahmana initiation, sannyasa initiation, and personal attendance at the departure of Srila Prabhupada's, his guru, all of it in a single year. He had less than 1 year of Srila Prabhupada's physical association. Some of us here feel that we came too late, that we never had the vapu, the physical presence. That shows who joined, those who joined in the early days received something we can never receive. Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj had 11 months, and out of these 11 months, he built a life of such complete dedication that Srila Prabhupada's mission in Bengal, in Madhya Pradesh, in Mauritius, in South Africa, in Florida, was permanently changed by him. It is not the quality of association, it is the quality of surrender. And what did he do with that instruction? Srila Prabhupada told him, translate my books into Bengali. He finished in 1996, 19 years of work, and the year he completed it was the centenary of Srila Prabhupada's appearance in this world. Think about that. He did not deliver Prabhupada's books to Prabhupada's own mother tongue on the schedule of his convenience. He completed the work in the 100th year of his spiritual master's appearance. That is not project management. That is love. I want to name some of his other services, but I do not want to read them out to you like a list of accomplishments, because he would have hated that every one of these was an instruction being carried out. He wrote, produced, and directed Abhay Charan, the biological series in Srila Prabhupada's life. More than 100 episodes. It was broadcast in Indian national television and reached millions of people, most of whom had never heard the name of Srila Prabhupada before. He took the life of his guru and put it into the homes of India. He built the temple in Ujjain and the sacred place where Lord Krishna, Lord Balarama, and Sudama received their education from Sandipani Muni. The marble temple was completed and inaugurated in February of 2006 in under 11 months. Those of you who have ever tried to build anything in this world will understand what that means, because he built that temple so quickly because of his love and devotion for Prabhupada. He built the temple at Ujjain, the sacred place where Lord Krishna, Lord Balarama, and Sudama received their education from Sandipani Muni. The marble temple was completed and inaugurated in February of 2006 in under 11 months. Those of you who have ever tried to build anything in this world will understand what that means. And in Ujjain, he built a kitchen of 6,000 square feet because he intended to feed the children. That project feeds 10,000 of school children every single day today. He served as chairman of the Anamitra Foundation, ISKCON's midday meal program, which has fed more than 1.5 million children across India. I want to pause on that. A man who was a scholar, a translator, a filmmaker, a sannyasi, a member of the governing body commission of ISKCON, and he built an industrial kitchen and personally concerned himself with whether the children had eaten. Srila Prabhupada said no one within 10 miles of our temple should go hungry. Maharaj simply took that literally. In 2013, he developed a temple at Panihati, the home of Raghava Pandita, the place of Lord Nityananda's Chiddadahi festival. In 2014, he established an Ayurvedic clinic in Ujjain because he was concerned about the health of devotees. He established a Hindu charitable foundation in the United Kingdom. He began speaking to the business leaders around the world about spirituality because he saw that as a field of preaching, no one else was entering. In 2016, he wrote his memoir, Ocean of Mercy, a search fulfilled, recording his own interactions with Srila Prabhupada and how his love for Prabhupada developed. I would encourage every devotee here to read that book. It is the closest thing we have to sitting with him again. And in his final years, he established the Veda Foundation and Cow Sanctuary in DeLand, Florida, 120 acres, to bring Vedic culture, cow protection, and farm community to the West. He served ISKCON as an institution as well. He was member of the governing body commission, and he served as chairman of the GBC twice in 1989 and again in 2017. That is a great deal for one lifetime. But here is the thing I want you to understand about him. He did not regard ISKCON as an organization he happened to work for. He regarded ISKCON as a manifestation of Srila Prabhupada. When he served the society, he was serving Prabhupada. When he served the devotees of the society, he was serving Prabhupada. To him, there was no difference. That is why he never became cynical and why in a movement that has had its share of difficulties, he never withdrew. He never stopped serving Prabhupada's mission. Now let me speak about his character, because that is what I miss. He taught a devotee in Mauritius something I have thought about many times since, the more responsibility one accepts. He taught a devotee in Mauritius something I have thought about many times since, the more responsibility one accepts, the bigger servant of the devotees one becomes. That is exactly what Srila Prabhupada taught. There was a well-known incident where a disciple came to Prabhupada complaining about the management. And Prabhupada said, if you think you can do better, why don't you do it? The devotee walked out and announced he had been made temple commander and began ordering everyone around. When Prabhupada heard of it, he called the man and told him, first you become the servant of everyone, then you become the temple commander. Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj understood that perfectly. He accepted enormous responsibility, and he became a smaller and smaller person as he did so. That is the mark of the parampara. And here is the quality that I found most remarkable in him, and which I have rarely seen in anyone. He was extremely careful never to give offense to any devotee, to any living being. And if he even suspected that he had caused offense to someone, he would go to that person immediately. He would apologize. He would take forgiveness. He would do whatever was needed to remove it. Very often, from the outside, There was no offense at all. Nobody else could see one, but within his own heart he felt something, and he could not rest until he had prepared it. That is what a Vaishnava's heart actually looks like, full of appreciation for everyone else, acutely sensitive to its own smallest fault. Most of us have this exactly backwards. Sorry. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 12th chapter, Lord Krishna describes the devotee who is dear to him. Quote, one who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied. Jai Shri Krishna Bhagavan Ki Jai, Hari Bol. Yeah. All right, so very often from the outside there was no offense at all. Nobody else could see one, but within his own heart he felt something, and he could not rest until he had repaired it. That is what a Vaishnava's heart actually looks like, full of appreciation for everyone else, acutely sensitive to its own smallest fault. Most of us have this exactly backwards. In the Bhagavad Gita, in the 12th chapter, Lord Krishna describes the devotee who is dear to him. Quote, one who is not envious, but is a kind friend to all living entities, who does not think himself a proprietor and is free from false ego, who is equal in both happiness and distress, who is tolerant, always satisfied, self-controlled, and engaged in devotional service with determination, his mind and intelligence fixed in me, such a devotee of mine is very dear to me. When I hear that verse, I see him. I see my dear friend and associate. Because there were the small things which are not small. He was a magnificent cook and a magnificent host. Devotees who ate in his quarters in Mayapura have said it was the finest prasadam of their lives. He would arrange for his disciples to be trained in cooking, and he would tell them plainly, why, if you cook well, you can serve the Vaishnavas and please them and receive their mercy. Many devotees remember the way he said their name, simply that the affection with which he pronounced a person's name, people carried it with them for years. He observed Nirjal Ekadasi, no water at all, and he observed it with delight. He made austerity enjoyable. Everything in his association became lighter. He was very fond of a verse of Srila Prabhupada Saraswati from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yata yata gura padara vrinda vindeta bhaktim krita punya rasi tata tato sarpati hridi akasmat radha padamboja sudha hamsu rasi. To the degree that one attains devotion at the lotus feet of Lord Gauranga, to precisely that degree does the nectarine moonlight of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet spontaneously arise within his heart. Wow, what a verse that is. To the degree that one attains devotion at the lotus feet of Lord Gauranga, to precisely that degree does the nectarine moonlight of Srimati Radharani's lotus feet spontaneously arise within his heart. He loved that verse so much that he wrote out the translation in his own hand and gave it to a godbrother, and he lived by it. He served the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with full faith that his service would bring him to the lotus feet of Srimati Radharani. That is the Gaudiya Vaishnava goal, and I have no doubt he has attained it. Now, many of you are feeling his separation, and some of you are struggling with the way he left suddenly in the middle of a pandemic far from Mayapura. I want to answer that, and I want to answer it with his own words, because he faced exactly this question himself. When His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj departed suddenly and tragically, Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj was shaken. His composure was shattered. He questioned Krishna directly. Why did he have to leave us in this way? And this is the realization that came to him. A realization dawned on me. This is quoting Prabhuji. A realization dawned on me. Our existence in this material world is like a dream. And therefore, how one comes or departs does not really matter at all. Only those who want to remain in ignorance are concerned about how one is born and how one dies. But for a devotee situated in the absolute truth, it does not really matter at all. How one leaves the body is not important. What really matters is how one leads his life. For one who has lived such an intense life of devotion, always expressing his love for Krishna through dedicated service, how can Krishna ever fail him? How can Krishna ever fail him? For one who has always been seeing Krishna in the core of his heart, within the eyes anointed with the mascara of love, at the final moment, Krishna comes to him, and he sees Krishna face to face. Will he not naturally become submerged in an ocean of bliss? Therefore, how one leaves the body is not important. What really matters is how one develops his love for Krishna. Krishna comes to his devotee at the most crucial time in his life, when he is about to leave his body. He wrote his own eulogy. He said, and he did not know it. So, do not ask how he left. Ask how he lived, and then apply his own conclusion. How could Krishna ever fail such a devotee? And for our separation, Srila Prabhupada has already given us the instruction. He wrote in a letter dated the 3rd May 1968, please be happy in separation. I am separated from my Guru Maharaja since 1936, but I am always with him so long I work according to his direction. So we should all work together for satisfying Lord Krishna, and the feeling of separation will transform into transcendental bliss. And Prabhupada explained the principle to a disciple who told him that she felt far away when he was not present. Prabhupada said, there are two conceptions, the physical conception and the vibration conception. The physical is temporary, the vibration is eternal. When you feel separation from your spiritual master, remember his words of instruction. Then you will not feel separation. You will feel that he is with you. Sabdat anadvita. We are connected by sound. This is not a consolation we invent for ourselves. Arjuna was overwhelmed when Krishna departed from this world, and what pacified him was remembering the teachings he had received on the field of Kurukshetra. So, we have the same medicine available to us today. This lecture, his lectures exist, his books exist, his instructions exist, his disciples exist. Every one of those is his living presence. Srila Prabhupada dedicated the Srimad Bhagavatam to his own spiritual master with these words. He lives forever by his divine instructions, and the follower lives with him. That is now exactly our relationship with Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. He lives forever by his divine instructions, and whoever follows them lives with him. So let me finish with 4 practical things, because he was an intensely practical person, and he would not want us to leave here merely moved. First, read Ocean of Mercy. Hear his lectures. That is his association, and it is available to you tonight. Second, accept one more responsibility in devotional service than you are currently carrying. He taught that this is how you become a greater servant. Take them at his word. Third, be extremely careful of offense toward devotees and be quick to repair it when it happens. Do not let it sit. That was perhaps his most beautiful quality, and it is available to every one of us to imitate. Fourth, look after those who are feeling his separation most keenly, his disciples. Those who depended on him, serve them, and you serve him. You serve his divine grace. He was a very dear friend to me. He was a very exalted devotee. He served Srila Prabhupada here with his whole heart, and he is with Srila Prabhupada now. We serve him in separation, and by that service, he is not separate from us at all. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I want to say a few more words. Excuse me. I was always deeply indebted to Maharaj. Oftentimes, he would come and sit with me, and we would talk, and we would have fun, and we would chant, and we would be very intimate. And I miss him very much because he was a dear, dear friend of mine. One time he came to me a very long time ago, and this was a long time ago, and he was not even a sannyasi at that time. And he asked me for a donation because he needed money to serve some books. And I said, how much do you want? He said, $50,000. I said, that's all you want? I said, I'll give you more than that. So from that point on, he was so much, let's say, thankful that I had given him that large amount of money, that he always was very happy to see me. He would always be so friendly with me. He would always give me nice prasadam. He never forgot the fact that when he was in a destitute situation, I was the only person that actually helped him financially. And he appreciated that so much that he was a godfather to me. And he always helped me in all situations. So I miss him very much. He was not only Prabhupada's sacred servant, but he was also my sacred friend. And I miss him very, very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Thank you very much.
Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhakti Srimati Charu Swami Namne Shnikcheta Supranita Vagmimam Chirasapratam Prabhupada Pranam. Guru Maharaj, on this sacred day of your Tirobhav, I find myself returning again and again to the memories that shaped my life. Memories of you, your voice, your guidance, your affection. I feel you walking with me, correcting me, encouraging me, and lifting me in ways only you can. I remember the first time I met you. I walked in with the usual confidence I carry in the corporate world. But in your presence, that confidence melted into humility. Your gentleness disarmed me. Your purity humbled me. Your affection embraced me. I felt seen in a way I had never felt before. There are moments in my life, especially during difficult transitions, career crossroads, and personal struggles, when I feel completely alone. But then your words would come back to me. Sometimes it is something you had said directly. Sometimes it is something I had heard you say to others. Sometimes it is simply the memory of your voice, your tone, your compassion. Sometimes it's the remembrance of your warm embrace, and suddenly I don't feel alone anymore. You're always there, guiding me through the fog. I remember how you would listen, truly listen. You had this extraordinary ability to make me feel like my concerns mattered, like my spiritual growth mattered, like I mattered to you. You never rushed me, you never dismissed me, you never made me feel small. Instead, you lifted me with your kindness, clarity, and your unwavering faith in me. There were times when I doubted myself, my worth, my discipline, my sincerity, but you never doubted me. You saw something in me that I couldn't see. You saw a servant, you saw a soul capable of devotion, and that vision changed me. It still changes me, Guru Maharaj. I remember your smile, how it carried both softness and strength. I remember your voice, how it could soothe my heart even when I was overwhelmed. I remember your discipline, Guru Maharaj, how it inspired me to rise above mediocrity. I remember your affection, how it made me feel protected, guided, and loved. And I remember the last time I saw you. I don't know how it would be the last. I didn't know how it would be the last. But looking back, I realized you were preparing me. You were teaching me how to walk without holding your physical hand, how to serve without needing your physical presence, how to love without needing your physical reassurance. You were teaching me how to carry your inside me. Guru Maharaj, your departure shattered me. It felt like the world had lost its gentle voice, its purest heart, its most compassionate leader. But slowly I realized something profound. You didn't leave, you simply shifted from being outside me to being inside me. Now when I make decisions, I ask myself, would this make Guru Maharaj proud? When I speak, I ask, would this reflect his gentleness? When I serve, I ask, would this align with his instructions? When I falter, I ask, would he forgive me and help me rise again? And every time I feel your presence guiding me, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, everything I am, everything I achieve, everything I become is because of you. If I ever lead with compassion, if I ever served with sincerity, it will be because you purified or you planted those qualities into me. Guru Maharaj, thank you for loving me more than I deserve. Thank you for believing in me more than I believed in myself. Thank you for guiding me from your eternal place of service to Srila Prabhupada. Please keep me close. Please keep me steady. Please keep me in your service. On this day of your divine disappearance, I bow my head and my heart at your lotus feet, praying that I may live in such a way that you feel proud to call me your servant, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj, for the wonderful class. Thank you, Prabhu. So I still remember Prabhu was there on the day of our initiation. So that was in 2018.
Very cool.
So we're very fortunate to have your both association. So this I wrote a while back. So my dusty heart is filled with all anarthas, dust accumulated from millions of lifetime. One day I met a saintly person. As an angel, he walked and talked. Did he come from a different world? Does that world not have jealousy, pride, anger, and greed? And he showed only godly qualities. He made me feel important, that my opinion matters. He even listened to me and asked my advice. What a fool I am to tell him what to do. He called me by name, like a father with so much love. He even asked me if I was feeling okay on a fasting day. When he tasted the orange juice I made for him, he asked if I tried it, which he thought was tasty. Like a caring father, he left half for me. I don't know who he is and why I felt so much love. My phone rang one day, and seeing his name, I was over the moon. He said, I'm sorry I lied to you. I was shocked. Why did he say that to me? What a loving exchange was that. But I lied to him to get his association. What a fool I am to do that. How can his anger be so sweet? Maybe angels' anger are sweeter. Did he come to woo me to the spiritual world, to show the loving exchange, as I don't know how Krishna's love feel like? Did he come to show me a glimpse of that? Why was that show short and sweet? Why do I not feel the same with anyone else? When will I see him again and hear his voice calling me by my name with so much sweetness? He is full of sweetness and love. What can I do for you, my dear spiritual master? Please be with me, guide me to come back home to you, where I can serve you to my heart's desire. Please always bless me to never forget you and always take shelter of your lotus feet. Please forgive me for all the mistakes I made and accept me like a loving father who is always forgiving. Your loving daughter, Sujata Radhika Das.
His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj ki. So Maharaj touched many of us in many ways for the association he had given us since 2014 onwards. I can see from organization point of view how he strives to keep the unity and keep ISKCON everybody belongs to ISKCON, whether you like it or not, for various reasons. He always wanted everyone to be associated with ISKCON, even if you are, for some reasons, you are strayed away or whatever that is. I can see in interactions how to bring them back. And I can still, whenever we receive a call, Damodar Prasad. So, still rings in my ears. And he's very gentle when something is not going as per the whatever he thinks is instruction. He's not angry. He directly calls you and asks what is happening. That 1, 3, what is happening, he can explain the entire thing and he's satisfied. So he's not only a great spiritual master, he's also a great administrator. So we all have to, looking at his life, in fact we had a good years of association of Maharaj. Some people may have only short, but we almost have a lot many years here in Seattle. It's very dear to him. And as Harilas Maharaj is sharing, what he helped Maharaj, probably he didn't anticipate that will come back and help him later. And Maharaj was there for him. And yeah, mine is always, had I not insisted that Maharaj to come on in 2019, would I feel very bad. And Maharaj was very kind. Within a day, he changed his plans and he was here. When Harilas Maharaj became the initiating guru, and he wanted to be here for his dear friend. And that shows the love he had for Harilas Maharaj. And little we know, that was the last visit. Even we are still hopeful in 2020, there may be a magic he would come here. So the Varnashrama instruction, as Mukundadatta Prabhu was mentioning, fortunately it is happening in Seattle. Harilas Maharaj started the farm project, the education, the school project. There are so many things, the foundation, the seeds are laid, and with a true, intention, with no other motive, we can take them forward and show a role model from here which can influence rest of the movement to follow it. So I pray on this occasion to seek the blessings of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj on all of us, so that we can continue to make progress in our Krishna Bhakti, and then we develop good, loving relationships without envy, without anything in our heart. Hare Krishna.
नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामी नामिने में नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपस्ताय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नीति नामिने साधु संग सर्व शास्त्र होय लव मात्र साधु संग सर्व सिद्धि होय. Very nice instruction from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we were really fortunate, my family was fortunate to meet His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj first time in Mayapur in 2008, and I remember where we met Maharaj in Srivas Angan, and this was my first interaction. In fact, I have not heard about Maharaj at that time, but my Guru Maharaj, before him coming, he praised him a lot. So he's very sweet and he's loving and caring. So there was anticipation that built in my heart, and of course, some of other devotees who knew, they were very excited. And then we saw Maharaj coming, and he addressed the group of devotees. And somehow while he was leaving, I ran towards him and had interaction for a few minutes, talked to him in Bengali and asked Maharaj, please come to Seattle. So he said, yes, I'll come. And then after a few years, I heard that Maharaj is coming, and we were very fortunate that Maharaj stayed with us. And during the time he stayed with us, it was so wonderful. He spent so much time with us. And when we were cooking, he was standing right next to us sometimes, because he was also going to other devotees' home. But then he would come and see, you're putting this masala, maybe you can change this to this much. So he would suggest like that. And every evening, even after the class, if the class goes too late, he would come home and he will make sure that he will sit with us, spend at least 15-20 minutes. So he was so personal, so loving, so caring. And then Maharaj, I think, started coming, not regularly, but he was coming quite often to Seattle. And every time he would come, he would smile and he would say, I stayed at your home. So he says, we are such insignificant persons, but even Gopal Krishna Maharaj, he was, even in Vrindavan, when he saw us, he called us and said, oh, I stayed at your home. So much, they must be meeting so many devotees throughout the world, and so many different places they must be traveling. However, these little things, touches our heart, that how a Vaishnava is grateful for even insignificant things we are doing. And this is a wonderful lesson which I would like to imbibe in my heart. And I pray to Maharaj that, by your blessing, I be grateful for any small thing devotees are doing for us, and remain always grateful. Because in the scriptures it is said that, even any kind of sinful activities we do can be forgiven. But one who is ungrateful, that is one thing cannot be forgiven. So very important quality to build, which I certainly don't have, but I pray to Maharaj, and I also pray to Maharaj that, I have heard so many wonderful things from Mukundatta Prabhu and Harilas Maharaj, a list of things Maharaj contributed. Even if a small percentage of things which we do, small things, we become so proud, but they were so humble. So learn these qualities of humility, tolerance, being grateful. And Srila Ramanujacharya said that if he wants some qualities some great devotees have, just pray to them and you will receive it by their blessings. So my prayers to His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, that please bless us and also especially me to imbibe these wonderful qualities which you have. And then also my prayers, wherever you are, please pray for all of us and keep blessing so that we can continue to serve Srila Prabhupada and his mission. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
He's here right now.
Yes.
His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki Jai. So I would like to share very personal experience with Maharaj. So Maharaj has visited, like Damodar Prasad Prabhu said, the last visit that he had over here. And so Maharaj, the visit was ending, so I reached out to Shyamukund Prabhu saying that, can I just come to airport? And Shyam was very graceful. She said, yes, yes. So in the morning we start for airport, and so I'm the, I will stay with the car. Prabhu and Maharaj go into the airport and they come back saying that, no, the flight we missed, we're going back home. I said, okay. Now Shyam Prabhu's office is such that he cannot miss office unplanned. So he had to go to office. And I'm a slacker. So I declared a vacation in the office. And I said, okay, this is my opportunity to be with Maharaj. So I go to Shyam Prabhu's home, spend time with Maharaj, explain him my possible business projects and all that, seek his blessings, understand about the Florida. And after spending little more time, and Maharaj makes you so comfortable, you don't feel the fear or anything. You feel like, oh, I'm talking to somebody who's really accepting me. So I became little more brave. I asked Shyam Prabhu, can I give massage to Maharaj? And Shyam Prabhu asked and confirmed, yes, yes, you can. So I run home, I get some oil. I told my wife, cancel your business day. We're cooking for Maharaj. And it was unannounced. Maharaj is still one day in town that nobody knows. So it was like a private party, And then Anuradha is cooking for Maharaj. Aryan Pranjal come, they spend time with Maharaj. They ask their heart's questions and they get blessings. So it like a whole day was like a party because we have unrestricted access to Maharaj. And Harivilas Maharaj joined for lunch. And they are chit-chatting and we are just sitting there listening to all the talks and getting the spiritual inspirations. So we had amazing, amazing time with Maharaj. And fast forward, then the COVID hit and then the news came and Maharaj was not doing well. That is where Aryan Pranjal, I put them on a mission that by today we need to produce a video recording of Narsimha Kavacham. And they're like, Papa, we have never seen it. What are you talking about? Like rehearsing it and singing it and recording it. I said, Maharaj is sick and the only famous YouTube video is coming from Bangalore ISKCON. So we need ISKCON's video. So they really sat like morning to evening, completed the album. That night I wanted to publish as a prayer for Maharaj. I sent a message to Shyam Prabhu. Message was not seen, but the news came that Maharaj has left. So then we just published that as an offering to Maharaj rather than a prayer for his health, revised a little bit. So just within a day or so, it was like a Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoy. Just by connecting with Maharaj, very little, few moments, it became a memory for life and life after life. And we really feel the blessings. I'll end with this. I was in Europe, in Radhadesh, visiting on business. Maharaj visited over there. And he gave a nice class. And in the class, one thing he said that I remember really well is, Maharaj said, on a hot summer day, when the wind flows, you feel the breeze, you feel nice. Isn't that sense gratification? And why do we need any more sense gratification than that? It was very subtle, very gentle, and very effective also, that we don't need any more. So with that, again, I pray to Maharaj for my spiritual progress, and I'm able to do something and contribute something in the service of Srila Prabhupada. And also, Maharaj showed us how ISKCON's mood and mission is to be respected in all situations, never leave ISKCON, cooperate together, and he brought so many broken congregations together. So his participation in ISKCON's leadership is not explainable in words, and many devotees' lives, spiritual lives are saved because of Maharaj's gentle approach of healing the devotee differences. And I see Shyam Prabhu also walking in that mood. So, His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj ki Jai. Hare Krishna. So every year there's a Tirobhav festival comes. One, it creates joy and also it creates a sorrow in the heart that as we get to celebrate and we get to hear about the glories of Guru Maharaj in terms of all the amazing things he did, but at the same time it gives a deep emptiness in the heart that Maharaj's Vapu Seva is not there, even though we have the Vani Seva. And every glorification session I hear, the one common thing that comes up is that whomever he spoke to, whomever he interacted, he has made a very deep impact on their life. It's not just an ordinary thing. Everybody remembers in the same way. Maharaj made me feel important. Everybody, no matter if you are asking a child or you are asking an adult, whomever it may be, his god brothers, his god sisters, everybody says the same thing. Oh, he always made me feel very important. I don't know practically how it is possible that to make that type of impact on anybody and everybody he came across, that he was able to do it, which means it's possible only in the spiritual world that he brought that here to sort of show us an example how that is possible. The other thing that I always remember is, as Dhammaprasad Prabhu said, that he makes a phone call, he will say, Shyamukunda, he will say that. And how are you? And so that's the first thing he will ask. And yes, Maharaj, I'm really doing well, Maharaj. And then when he came for the last trip to US, almost he called me every day. As soon as he landed, he called me. Then the next day he said, I'm actually leaving to Florida. I said, Maharaj, why don't you rest for a few days and then you can go. No, it's okay, I have to go. And then he went there. And then after going there also, he called me. And he was basically trying to do something in the D-Land project. And then he wanted to brainstorm. And then he was going to meet somebody as well. He was just discussing with me, what do you think? As if I am so important, he was asking my opinion, even though I'm so insignificant. And he knew what he wanted to do, but still he was asking me for opinion and whatever. So that's how he was. Right? So that is my prayer also. I want to at least exhibit such qualities. I mean, even though I don't have that type of purity in heart or anything, somehow I want to be exhibiting such qualities. And then the other sincere desire I have is that as a congregation, we should stay together. That's what the desire of Prabhupada, that's what the desire of Bhakti Charu Maharaj, that's the desire of Harilas Maharaj. Yes, we all may have differences, we all may have different opinions and whatever, but at the end of the day, we all belong to same family as Prabhupada's family. We must stay together. We should put our differences behind, and also whatever, if I have said something wrong or if I do something, please forgive me. And that will not, if I made somebody upset, that's not going to please Guru Maharaj. So please forgive me if I have offended anybody. And I am sure I may have done something, but please forgive me. And my humble request to all of us is to stay together and continue our journey so that we make Prabhupada happy and as well. And I do want to call out one thing, and today I noticed something. It's a miracle. And I saw Sanjana Krishna Prabhu brought crate after crate of prasadam to offer for Guru Maharaj. And I just randomly asked, then looks like Mataji and Prabhu, and I'm sure kids also would have got involved in this. They cooked 100 items. I just can't even imagine a family can just do 100 items in one day. And which means it shows only one thing. They have so much love for Guru Maharaj. That's just, because of that love, they get that inspiration, that energy to do that, and then they have a smile in the face. If I were to do it, I will be like, grumpy and tired. But they had that is because of Guru Maharaj has empowered them, gave that unconditional love, which they were able to exhibit by showing that. And I hope I can learn something from them and get inspiration from them that I can be like them as such a nice devotees and disciple of Guru Maharaj. Okay, with that, I thank everyone for coming here today, and we'll start the Aarti. Hare Krishna.
You have to make it 101.
Yes, ma'am. Hare Bol. So, Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Shri Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki jai. Shri Guru Cham Rana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma. Bando Mui Savdhana Mate. Bando Mui Savdhana Mate. Jahar prasade bhai e bhavatariya jai. Jahar prasade bhai e bhavatariya jai. কৃষ্ণ প্রাপ্তি হয় যাহা হইতে কৃষ্ণ প্রাপ্তি হয় যাহা হইতে পদ্মাবাক্য চিতে তে করিয়াইক্য
পদ্মাবাক্য চিতে তে করিয়াইক্য
গুরু মুখ পদ্মাবাক্য চিতে তে করিয়াইক্য
শ্রী গুরু চরণ পদ্ম কেবল ভক্তি সদ্মা
আর না করিহ মনে আশা আর না করিহ মনে আশা শ্রী গুরু চরণে রতি এই সেই উত্তম গতি
গুরু চরণে রতি এসে উত্তম গতি
শ্রী গুরু চরণে রতি এই সেই উত্তম গতি
গুরু চরণে গতি এসে উত্তম গতি
যে প্রসাদে পুরে সর্ব আশা যে প্রসাদে পুরে সর্ব আশা চক্ষুদান দিল যে জনে জনে প্রভু সে চক্ষুদান দিল যে জন্মে জন্মে প্রভু সে দিব্য জ্ঞান হৃদয় প্রকাশিত দিব্য জ্ঞান হৃদয় প্রকাশিত প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যাতে প্রেম ভক্তি যাহা হইতে অবিদ্যা বিনাশ যাতে বেদে গাই যাহর চরিত বেদে গাই যাহর চরিত শ্রী গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু অধম জনার বন্ধু শ্রী গুরু করুণা সিন্ধু অধম জনার বন্ধু লোকনাথ লোকের জীবন লোকনাথ লোকের জীবন অহ প্রভু কর দয়া দে हमरे पद छाया অহ প্রভু কর দয়া দে हमरे पद छाया हे बेचार सुखी भुवना पदे नैन शरण अह प्रभु कर दया दे हमरे पद छाया 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 जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय जय गुरुदेवा 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 जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति चारु स्वामी इति नामिने विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
हरे हरे
हरे राम 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 हरे Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Nitya Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitya Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Gurudev.
Nitya Gaura Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jai Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Oh, Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Jaya Vishwapad Paramahams Varjagacharya Ashtotar Shri Srimad Srila Vaishnavanand Bhaktivedanta Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Ramacharya Srila Thakur Haridas ki jai. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Gordhan ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Vidit Naya Bhagdam ki jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Ganga Devi ki jai. Munamai ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Tulsi Rani ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Hari Rama Sankirtana ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Skan BVT Samsthapaka Acharya Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Go Premanande. All glory Sri Samudra Devotees. All glory Sri Samudra Devotees. All glory Sri Samudra Devotees. All glory to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. Jai Shri Prabhupada. His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki jai. Shri Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj ki jai. Shri Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj Gurudev ki jai. Shri Bhakti Charu Swami Tirobhav Mahotsava ki jai. Go Premanande.
Haribo. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutri Srimati Bhakti Vinata Swami Tanamani. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gurvani Pacharine. Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paskatya Satarani. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakti Vrinda ki jai.
Om Ajnanatimirandasya
Om Ajnanandasya
Jnananjana Shalakaya
Jananjana Salakaya
Chakshurunmilitam Yena
Chakshurunmilitam
Chakshur Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha.
Tasmai Shri Gurune Namaha.
Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam.
Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam.
Stapitam Yena Bhutale.
Stapitam Yena Bhutale.
Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam.
Swayam Rupa Kadamayam.
Dadati Swapadantikam.
Padati Swapadantikam.
Vandeham Shri Guru.
Vandeham Shri Guru.
Shri Yuta Padakamalam.
Shri Yuta Padakamalam.
Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha.
Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha.
Shri Rupam Sagrajatam.
Shri Rupam Sagrajatam.
Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam.
Sahagana
Raghunatham Tam
Sajivam.
Sadvaitam Savadutam.
Sadvaitam Savadutam.
Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam. Shri Radha Krishna Padan.
Shri Radha Krishna Radha.
Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha.
Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya.
Krishna Prastaya Bhutale.
Krishna Prastaya Bhutale.
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta.
Srimate Bhakti Vedanta.
Swaminiti Namine.
Swaminiti Namine.
Namaste Saraswati Deve.
Namaste Saraswati Deve.
Gauravani Pracharine.
Gauravani Pacharine.
Nirvishesha Shunyavadi.
Nirvishesha Sunyavadi.
Paschatya Deshatarine.
Paschatya Desatarine.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya.
Krishna Prastaya Bhutale.
Krishna Prastaya Bhutale.
Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta.
Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta.
Saraswati Iti Namine.
Saraswati Iti Namine.
Shri Varsabhanavi Devi.
Shri Varsabhanavi Devi.
Daitaya Kripabdaye.
Daitaya Kripabdaye.
Krishna Sambandha Vijnana.
Krishna Sambandha Vijnana.
Daine Prabhave Namaha.
Daine Prabhave Namaha.
Madhurajwala Premadya. Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida.
Shri Rupanuga Bhaktida.
Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti.
Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti.
Vikrahaya Namastute.
Vikrahaya Namastute.
Namaste Gauravani.
Namaste Gauravani.
Shri Murtaye Dinatarine.
Shri Murtaye Dinatarine.
Rupanuga Virudapa.
Rupanuga Virudapa.
Apasiddhanta Dvantaharine.
Abhidhantaharine.
Nama Gaura Kishoraya.
Nama Gaura Kishoraya.
Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye.
Sakshad Vairagya Murtaye.
Vipralambara Sambode.
Vipralamba Prasambude.
Padambujayate Namaha.
Padambujayate Namaha.
Namo Bhakti Vinodaya.
Namo Bhakti Vinodaya.
Satchidananda Namine.
Satchitananda Namine.
Gaura Shakti Swarupaya.
Gaura Shakti Swarupaya.
Rupanubhavarayate.
Rupanugavarayate.
Gaur Virbhavumestam.
Gaur Virbhavumestam.
Nirdasta Sajjana Priya.
Nirdasta Sajjana Priya.
Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri.
Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri.
Jagannathayate Namaha.
Jagannathayate Namaha.
Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha.
Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha.
Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha.
Kripa Sindhuvya Evacha.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo.
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha.
Namo Mahavadanyaya.
Namo Mahavadanyaya.
Krishna Prema Pradayate.
Krishna Prema Padayate.
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya.
Namine Gortvise Namaha.
Namine Namargurtise Namaha.
Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam.
Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam.
Bhaktarupa Swarupakam.
Bhaktarupa Swarupakam.
Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam.
Bhaktavaram Bhaktakyam.
Namami Bhakta Saktikam.
Namami Bhakta Saktikam.
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu.
He Krishna Karuna Sindhu.
Dina Bandhu Jagatpate.
Dina Bandhu Jagatpate.
Gopesha Gopika Kanta.
Gopesha Gopika Kanta.
Radha Kanta Namastute.
Radha Kanta Namastute.
Jayatam Surato Pango.
Jayatam Surakormango.
Mama Mandir Matirgati.
Mama Mandir Vadirgati.
Matsarvasya Padambojo.
Matsarvasya Padambojo.
Shri Radha Madana Mohano.
Shri Radha Madana Mohano.
Divyad Vrindaranya.
Divya Vrindaranya.
Kalpadurmadaha. Srimad Ratnagara
Srimad Ratnagara
Simhasanastito
Simhasanastito
Srimad Radha Shila Govinda Devo
Srimad Radha Vinotango
Prishtalebi Sevyamana Smarami Shriman Rasarasarambhi Vamsi Bhatta Tatastita
Vamsivata Tatastita
Karsan Venu Swanir Gopir
Darsan Venus Swanir Gopi
Gopinata Shriyastuna
Gopinata Striyastuna
Tapta Kanjana Gaurangi
Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi
Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Vrishabhanu Sute Devi
Vishabhanistate Devi
Pranamami Hari Priye
Pranamami Hari Priye
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda
Prabhu Nityananda
Shri Advaita Gadadhara
Shri Advaita Gadadhar
Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Namo Vishnupadaya
Nama Om Vishnupadaya
Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Charu Swamin
Shri Bhakti Charu Swami
Iti Namine
Iti Namine
Snigdha Cheta Supraneta
Neta
Vagmimam cha rasaputam Prabhupada Gata Prana
Prabhupada
Nami Bhakti Charu Padam
Nami Bhakti Charupatam
Namo Om Vishnupadaya
Nama Om Vishnupadaya
Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Charu
Srimate Bhakti Charu
Swamin Iti Namine
Swami Niti Namine
Snigdha Cheta Supraneta
Shina Cheta Suprateta
Vagmimam cha rasaplutam
Bhakti Mam Chirutam
Prabhupada Gata Prana
Prabhupada Pratapana
Nami Bhakti Charu Padam
Name Bhakti Charupatam
Namo Om Vishnupadaya
Nama Om Vishnupadaya
Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale
Srimate Bhakti Charu
Srimate Bhakti Charu
Swamin Iti Namine
Swami Namine
Snigdha Cheta Supraneta Vagmimam cha rasaplutam Prabhupada Gata Prana
Prabhupada Ritamana
Nami Bhakti Charu Padam
Name Bhakti Charupatam
Ema Pushpanjali Esha Pushpanjali Ami Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Prabhupada.
Maruti's birthday. So we
Hare
have-
Krishna, everyone. Please stay in the temple hall. We have a cake cutting ceremony. Please stay
for our cow's birthday.
for
So,
celebrating
Maruti.
our cow's birthday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So who's going to cut the cake? Maharaj is cutting the cake. जय मारुति प्रभु की जय. No, but we still need to cut the cake, right? Maharaj needs the knife.
Yes, sir.